Welcome to Mind Growth 2 Go. Today we're diving into the 6 signs that you might have an intimidating personality. Now you might be thinking, intimidating? Me? I don't want to intimidate people. Well, hold on a minute, because intimidation isn't always a bad thing. In fact, it can be a sign of strength, confidence, and leadership. In this video, we're going to explore those traits that might make you come across as a little intimidating to others, and how you can use them to your advantage. Let's get started. Let's talk about people pleasers. They go with the flow, they agree with everybody, they're afraid to rock the boat. Now, I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong with being agreeable, but when you're constantly bending over backwards to please others, you lose sight of yourself. You start questioning your own judgment, your own values, your own beliefs. People who are not easily influenced, they know who they are. They have a strong internal compass, and they trust it. They make decisions based on what they believe is right, not on what will make everyone else happy. And let me tell you something, that kind of inner strength, it can be intimidating, because it means you stand your ground. You're not afraid to be the lone voice in a room full of people who disagree with you. And that, my friends, is powerful. You say what you mean, and you mean what you say. You don't beat around the bush, you don't sugarcoat things, you tell it like it is. Now, some people might call that blunt, they might even call it rude. But you know what I call it? Honest. In a world full of people who dance around the truth, who tell you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear, someone who's straightforward is like a breath of fresh air. Sure, it can be intimidating to have someone call you out on your stuff, to have someone challenge your perspective, but sometimes that's exactly what people need. You don't wait for someone to give you permission to go after what you want. You don't need someone to hold your hand or tell you it's going to be okay. You're a doer, a go-getter, a self-starter. You rely on yourself, and frankly, you like it that way. Now, this doesn't mean you think you're better than everyone else, it just means you're comfortable in your own skin. You're not afraid to be alone, you're not afraid to take risks, and you're certainly not afraid to fail. And that kind of self-reliance, that can be intimidating because it means you don't need anyone. Chapter 4. You're not afraid of confrontation. Listen, life is messy. There are going to be disagreements, misunderstandings, times when you have to stand up for yourself and what you believe in. And let's be honest, most people hate confrontation. They avoid it like the plague. But not you. You face conflict head-on. You address issues directly, you set boundaries, and you don't back down from a challenge. Now, that doesn't mean you're aggressive or confrontational for the sake of it. It just means you're not afraid to have those tough conversations, to have those uncomfortable moments, because you know that sometimes the only way to resolve an issue is to address it head-on. Chapter 5. You have a strong sense of morality. You know the difference between right and wrong, and you live by your principles. You don't compromise your values for anyone or anything. You stand up for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular, even when it's hard. Now, this can be intimidating to some people because you hold yourself and others to a high standard. You don't let things slide, you call people out on their BS, and you expect them to be better. And that kind of integrity? It's rare, it's valuable, and it's damn intimidating. Chapter 6. You're not affected by criticism. You understand that not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. You don't let the opinions of others define you. You take feedback in stride, you learn from your mistakes, and you keep moving forward. Now, this doesn't mean you're thick-skinned or insensitive. It just means you don't let negativity bring you down. You know your worth, you know what you're capable of, and you're not gonna let anyone dim your light. So, there you have it. Those are just a few signs that you might have an intimidating personality. Now remember, intimidation isn't always a bad thing. It can be a sign of strength, confidence, and leadership. Embrace those qualities, use them to your advantage, and don't be afraid to own your power. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. See you next time.